England 2, Denmark 1, and England scammed their way into Euro 2020 final. I don't care if I live in England, I can admit it, they scammed it differently. How that was a penalty is beyond me. The referee was Stevie Wonder and VAR was Ray Charles, because that's the only explanation. He did not touch Sterling. Honestly, he did his best Tom Daley impression, dived for England, and the ref bought it and VAR bought it as well, and that side man in the studio bought it, because there was no way that was a penalty and England get through. It's like, oh man, I can't believe it. Denmark, the 5.5 million people in that nation need to be proud because they gave it their all today. They tried their absolute hardest, and to be fair, they were unlucky. They took the lead, which was an outstanding knuckleball free kick from Damsgaard. He absolutely just hit it like perfectly. And then Pickford, obviously, I think like he could have done better because it wasn't even in the corner of the net. It wasn't a centre, but it wasn't in the corner. He just could not get a palm to it, and he was leaky. They should have tested him more. But yeah, Denmark took the lead, and you're thinking, oh, upset pending at Wembley. But yeah, England went on. They got squared to Sterling, and he should have scored, but I can't believe he missed that. It went straight at Kasper Schmeichel, who had an absolute blind in net. I thought it was Peter Schmeichel playing. That's how good Kasper was in net. And then it went through. Harry Kane collected the ball deep, plays through Bukayo Saka, the Arsenal boy, the teenager, who then puts it on a plate for Sterling, who doesn't end up scoring. It's Kajaya, or how he's saying, Kajaya, or whatever. He scores an own goal, and then that puts it at 1-1 on the brink of half-time, and goes into the break, tie game. England have the momentum coming out. In the second half, they pressed, but they just couldn't get the winner. Saka came off and it was a bit flat. Grealish came on, trying to make something happen. It wasn't his type of game, to be fair. They only made one sub, Southgate, so I don't know what he was doing. He clearly just trusted the players on the pitch. It was only an extra time when he started making subs. Brought on Foden, and then man took off Mount, who I thought had a bit of a shock, a bit of a disaster class, to be honest. But yeah, then obviously the Raheem Sterling, we talked about it before, the absolute fluky penalty. There was so much voodoo magic to get that pen, because there was no way on earth that was a penalty. And it happens, Harry Kane takes it, he misses the pen. Kasper Schmeichel saves it, but he saves it right to Harry Kane, who knocks in the rebound, celebrates, goes mad, like he scored the initial penalty. Yeah. England go through 2-1 to play Azzurri, Italy, in the final on Sunday. Another game at Wembley, home crowd advantage again. Ah, man, I feel like they need to... England needs... I feel like the two DMs thing with Phillips and Rice, they need to... One of them needs to go... Against Italy, they might have to play it, but for this game, they need to play more attacking offense. Henderson should have started. Henderson needs to start on Sunday for England. He provides more steel, more experience at the back. Phillips and Rice are they're two good players, don't get me wrong, but they're both a bit inexperienced. You need at least one. I'd play Rice and Henderson personally, just for a bit more experience at the back. I think Saka had a great game, to be fair. Sterling had a bit of a stinker, but he did provide pressure for the Kajaya own goal, and was a threat. To be fair, towards the end of the game, was a threat. He could have scored again, and he won the penalty. So he did his thing. Harry Kane obviously scored the penalty. Apart from that, was a little bit quiet, to be fair. Didn't do much. And Denmark, they huffed and puffed, but they just lacked any attacking threat. They ran out of steam towards the end of the game. They just, once it got to extra time, you could tell they were playing for penalties because they had really no attacking threat whatsoever. Damsgaard went off the pitch and that was it. This Poulsen geezer, he was literally just there to win headers. And he won headers and flicked it onto no one. Honestly, Walker had an outstanding game for England. Carl Walker's crisp at right back. He had a great game. Literally, it was the cover. Whenever Denmark broke through, he was there for the safety runs to collect the ball, pass it back to Pickford. He did his job. But yeah, that's England beating Denmark 2-1. Let me know what you thought of the game in the comment section down below if you're England, Denmark, or Italy fan, or whatever fan you are, whatever nation. Yeah, England go through. It's going to be absolute limbs in London tonight. And I'll be playing Italy at Wembley in the final of Euro 2020. Italy versus England to see who wins this COVID European Championships in 2021, even though it's Euro 2020. But yeah, I've been Wine Football, and I'll see you guys in the next video.